Okay, so I promised you guys I would be back with some tutorials. So today I'm doing a sewing tutorial for a pocket pillow or a reading pillow, whatever you would like to call it. This is the pillow we're going to be making today. Can you see? Yeah, that's nice, right? It says love where you're going. Anyway, for today's project, you'll need 2 contrasting fabrics, a zipper, preferably larger than 15 inches, but I'm using a 14-inch zipper, matching or coordinating thread, a filled bobbin, your cutting tools, pins, a ruler and not pictured, of course, your sewing machine, and an iron and ironing board would be great. The first thing we're going to do is cut out our pattern pieces. So you're going to need a 16 by 16 square of each of your fabrics and a 16 inches by 9 inch rectangle of each of your fabrics. Because my printed fabric is I want to center some of the words that are on my printed fabric, I'm gonna cut my solid fabric out first. Because the print that I'm using has these words, love where you're going, I'm trying to center it on each of the pieces. So instead of using my rotary cutter, I am going to just pin my pink pieces in place because I can see through it and cut those out. So now you should have your 4 pattern pieces, 2 16 by 16 squares and 2 16 by 9 rectangles. The first thing we're going to do is work with our pocket section, and you're going to put those right sides together.
Mama?
Hazel. You're going to stitch along what will be the top of your pocket, and then we're going to come back. So I'll stitch that and then I'll come. So I used a 1/2 inch seam allowance to stitch what I consider to be the top of my pocket, because I have words on my fabric. That was easy for me to determine, but even if you have a fabric with no direction, it'll be easy. So then you open your fabric, fold it over so wrong sides are together, and you're gonna iron this down really, really well, and then you're gonna top stitch a 1/2 inch seam allowance again. You're gonna top stitch the top of your pocket down. That's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good, you know. And I maybe could have went down 1 inch instead of a 1/2 inch to just give it a better look, but I like it. So your next step will be to get your front pillow square, and for me, because I want the contrast of my print with my solid, that's gonna be my pink, and this will be the outside of my fabric. So if you have 2 prints, this will be the right side of your fabric. We are going to base stitch the sides of the fabric. So just attaching the pocket to the front. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna secure it again. Okay, everybody, now that we have our pocket sewn onto the front panel of our pillow, it's time to put the zipper in. So you're gonna lay your zipper on your work surface with the zipper pull facing up. You're gonna turn your fabric so that the right side is facing your work surface. And you are going to pin it to your zipper on to the side of the zipper that's furthest away from you. I'll lift it up to show you guys in a second. If you can see how I pinned the zipper, if I was to fold it away from me, the zipper would be on this side. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna have to do a zipper video, but yeah, I'll try to explain this part again when I put the other part of the pillowcase on. So now I am going to sew the fabric to this side of the zipper. I stitched my zipper. This is the front of my fabric. Let me zoom out a little bit. And what you're gonna do now is fold your zipper up and iron that down, and then top stitch along the edge of your fabric. Okay, I top stitched by my zipper, and now with the front of the fabric facing me on my work surface, I am going to place my other pillow piece right side down at the very top of the zipper and pin. Okay, so now we're gonna stitch, fold it over, iron, and top stitch. All right, my friends, so I've sewn the zipper, and see, this is how you should look. Now I would go and cut off all your little stragglies, because you do not want these to be caught in the zipper. And just to give yourself a cleaner look, I'll go back and snip them better. But your next step would be to open your zipper about halfway, fold the fabric so that it's right sides together. Can you see? Yeah. And then get to pinning. Pin around the perimeter of your fabric and stitch with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Remember that if you use the plastic zipper, you can just sew through the zipper and cut off the excess. I have stitched around the entire pillowcase, and now we are going to snip our corners to make sure we get sharp edges. So you're just gonna, let me zoom in. Mama, you're gonna snip the very corner, but make sure you do not cross over into that, the actual stitching. Can you see? Okay. Now we are gonna turn it out. Hi guys. That's your pillowcase. Oh. This is a 15 by 15 pillow form that I got from Joann's. That was actually in Zola's reading pillow, but I needed to make her a new cover, so I'm just using the same pillow form to show you guys. Ta-da! I still have some threads I need to cut off, but that is really cute, and it's washable, easy to remove. Thanks guys for watching my video. If you've made it this far, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, or share my video. If you do make a pillow, I'd love to see it. On Instagram, I'm it's Jamie, AYITSJAMIE. So you can just, tag me in a post, DM me, whatever you want to do. Not like whatever you want to do, but whatever you want to do, sewing related. Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this with you guys, and I'm probably gonna post some book recommendations one day this week too, to go with your pillow. Okay, thanks again for watching. Merry Christmas.